Welcome to our second lesson on scripts in Wise SCADA. We strongly recommend that you watch the first lesson before watching this one. In our first lesson, we did some examples using this script and wrote codes to ensure script security. This lesson is a continuation of the previous one. In this lesson, the use of scripts within the screen and their interaction with objects defined in the screen will be explained. In the code currently seen on the screen, we are reading the value of tag 4. We transfer it to a local variable named test. We increment the value of test and set it back to tag 4. Let's see how it works on the screen again immediately. It is seen that the value increases by 1 each time the button is clicked. This script is a script written on its own and has no direct connection with the screen. However, here, when the button was clicked, it was defined as a function in the mouse event in the button properties. Now we will configure this to work simultaneously with the screen. We can select this for the screen from here. Now this has become the screen's own special script. And we delete the event that occurs when the button is clicked from here. Now we add it to the mouse click event in the event section on the far right. And we take the code here from inside main. And we add it inside the mouse click event of the button. We compile and run the runtime. It performs the same function again. It is seen that the value of tag 4 increases when the button is clicked. There is a difference between these two structures. Let's explain the difference like this. When a script is selected in the screens section, when this page first opens, it runs the main part inside the script. Afterwards, this script is always kept in memory. It is not reloaded. It waits ready. In this way, codes associated with a button's click event or other events can be executed. There is a very important point to pay attention to here. In our first lesson, we explained that tags are created as public here. And we stated that a set value can be written directly with the tag name. However, this writing method is only valid for the main block. When executing in object-based events apart from main, we cannot use these tags in this way. We need to use tag.read and tag.set commands as written here. Now let's expand the topic a bit more. Let's add another button to the screen. And for this button too. Many things can be done in the click event or mouse double click in the event section. Or let's say mouse move. Let it be a different example. When the mouse hovers over this button, let's increase the value of the same tag again. Or let it be tag 5 this time. As can be seen, in this structure, every event and every code is located within the same script for the relevant event. Now when the mouse is moved over the button, it is seen that the value of tag 5 increases. Let's do a similar application with a timer. There is a timer object in the component section. We can add as many timers as we want. When we select this timer, in the properties section, we can set the working period and enable status of the timer. Currently, this has become a timer that works every 100 milliseconds. Let the other one be a timer that works every 500 milliseconds. When timer 0's tick part is clicked in the events section and timer 1's tick event is clicked, we will have two codes within the same script. Let's write the code. In one, let's increment tag 4 every 100 milliseconds. And in the other, let's increment tag 5 every 500 milliseconds. We are not clicking anywhere with the mouse anymore. As can be seen, our code working inside the timer increases the value of the tags. This method can be used for simple operations like increasing tag values, as well as for much more complex operations. When we delete these timers, the codes related to them within the script will also be deleted. Let's delete both of these again. Now we have an empty script. Now I want to apply a code I prepared earlier. We added a panel. We want to perform actions within Runtime such as dragging and moving this panel around the screen as I am doing now, and changing its size by holding its edge. We wrote a code for this. Let's add some objects inside the panel. Let it stay like that for now. And now we need 3 events in the panel's events. Mouse down. Mouse move. And mouse up. To save time, I had prepared these codes beforehand. I am copying the codes I prepared from here. And I am pasting them in place of the codes in the script. We also needed to say using System.Drawing in this script. We must add that. Now it will not give an error. I am starting the runtime. Even though we are currently in runtime, we can change the size of the panel. We can drag and drop it anywhere on the screen. What can this provide us? For example, imagine this is a graphics window. We can push it to the right corner of the screen, reduce its size and leave it. We can have dozens of graphs here. The operator can grab the graph they want and bring it to their screen, adjust its size as they wish. And when they are done monitoring, shrink it again and push it to a corner of the screen. Actually, this event described is not only about this. Much more can be done regarding accessing objects on the screen from within the script and controlling them. For example, you want to make a different drawing, not a normal graph. You want to draw by moving the mouse like in Paint. Or you want to do very different jobs. You can do all of these within the script. However, you need to access the object within the script. As seen in the code here, while this event is running, it already brings itself as the sender parameter. You can create the object coming as sender here as a panel. Then you can use all the properties of the panel. Of course, this might not be a panel, it could be a button, a chart, or something else. No matter how much we explain scripts, it's never enough. We have come to the end of our second lesson. AI tools have become very capable in this regard. You can easily have your own code prepared by stating your needs. Thank you for watching our lesson.